You guys, welcome to Melissa Valentine's Nursery. My name is Melissa, and today, I don't really have a game plan, you guys. I woke up and I made me and Joseph breakfast. This is Monday. So, and I'm not used to this ring light. This is my son's. So I have over here little Cosmo, my darling. This is Cosmo, you guys. He's a nice little bunker from Gladys Aguilar. I love him to pieces. Like, he is truly amazing. My house is freezing, you guys. My house is freezing, and I'm feeling a little nutty. Like, I want to do a video, but I don't know what to do a video on. I just want to get on here and I'm trying to get this right. I want to get on here and okay. I was watching Gyration's video and she has these two cute little silicone babies. You guys, I have two little silicone babies, but don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me because I don't have a place for them. So come on over. Come on over. Get closer. Yes. Get closer to me. Oh, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this light. So long time ago, me and Sandra bought these. God, you guys, I'm looking down at the camera. You guys are normally looking at me and I'm looking down. I'm not used to this. But anyway, I had to use this camera when I did the video with Sandra. So I got put my phone on my ring light. My thing is broken from my phone, so it only does sideways. And on Instagram, we had to be up and down, so I used my son's ring light, and his is different. His is fancy, but his is different. Okay, so back to my silicone babies. So she has these nice little silicone babies, and hers are like artist rendered, you guys. Hers aren't like these little bunkers here that, you know. I love Amazon babies, you guys, but I'm jealous. I want her Henry and her Sebastian. So that reminded me of my little babies, you guys. I know it's crazy. I put them in these drawers. I don't want to ruin them. So I put them in these. These are their homes. I know it's like a morgue, but I don't want to ruin them, you know. And in all my Wonder Wafers, I have their little bottles. Oh, shoot. What'd I do with it? Hold on, you guys. I have their, bottles and stuff that I got from, Etsy. And she has, the coolest little setup for her little miniature bunkers. Look, I got their little toys. And I never play with them. And I was thinking to myself, you know, she inspired me to, try to figure out, oh, down here I just have my matting powder for my silicone doll that this is good stuff, you guys. I've had it a minute. Silicone velvet, siliconevelvet.com. A little bit goes a long way. A little bit really goes a long way. So, but yeah, so I was getting in an excited mood and I was I want to do a video. And you know, I was talking to Sandra because I am in the process of looking for inexpensive flights to go from my area, probably CLT airport, because my airport's too small, to CLT to go to Washington. So I was looking at flights and I'm yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, but I want a nonstop flight, but I want it to be a good price. You know what I mean? And we want it to be maybe this spring, but I was kind of pushing for November. So I was so excited because I'm Sandra, I'm looking at flights and everything and trying to make arrangements and seeing what hotels are close. And she's well, maybe you can stay. Well, it depends, whatever. I was yeah, but I understand, you know, because people like privacy. I don't want to impose, but I'm and then Reborn Teddy was texting me for a minute over Instagram, and it was just a good morning. My son went to school, so I was all by myself, and I was gosh, it's cold. I turned the air up. It's been 90 degrees outside, you guys. But I don't know. Why is this so low? I don't know. His, my ring light's higher. So you guys, I'm looking down at you. Wow. Yeah. So But yeah, you guys, he got some action on the video with Sandra the other day. And we were talking about sculpts, you know, how she likes a lot of the unpopular sculpts. I mean, if I see something, I want it if I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make it happen. You know, so, oh, but we're not here for him. Hold on. Yeah, so what I want to do is, I was thinking, I have to talk to Darlene. She's the one, Gyration, she's Little Silver Spoon Nursery. And so she actually, these little babies came with their clothes. And I want to make clothes for them or something. Like hers are really pretty. Hers looks like artists rendered little babies. But then I seen hers and I was like, I have the same, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, let me take my little silicone monkas out. You know, the little miniatures. And I don't know, they're maybe about 4 inches. It's like a Levi and a twin A or something. And so, you guys, maybe I could paint these. I have Psycho paints. I painted one silicone baby and I will never do it again. It was a disaster and I'd rather paint vinyl. I actually prefer vinyl babies, I realize. I have a partial silicone inside. And the artist is Presley. And she's nice. She feels amazing. But I feel like price-wise, it's not worth it. I think it's beautiful to feel the silicone, the realism. But the fact of the matter is, these babies are going up in price. A decent vinyl reborn baby is going to run you $400 or $500. Or even, a good priced one would be like $300. These babies the vinyl ones are expensive. And I even think some of them are too expensive for what they're being. There is oh my God, what is her name? There's a Laura. She was at the Dolls of the Expo show. And I keep seeing her pop up on my Facebook, my Instagram, and she's a vinyl doll, and she is gorgeous, rooted hair. But the woman's asking like $1,000 for her. Like, no joke, like $999. Plus shipping. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm trying to reel it in. I'm trying to enjoy my babies that I do have. Hence the reason for this series, my series Reborns, if you haven't watched it. I'm trying to like reel it in, appreciate what I do have, right? And when I realized, instead of admiring what everybody else has and wanting what everybody else has, now, I'm not going to lie. I did investigation and I went to Little Silver Spoon Nursery and I watched her video again to see where she got those little silicone bunkas from the artist. I checked Etsy, but then I went to the woman's Facebook and I can't remember what Jenny Jill made those babies. And she actually makes bigger silicone babies. But like, I do not need to bring any more stuff into my nursery. Like, seriously, I don't need to bring any more babies or nothing. There's a baby floating around in my environment that you guys have not seen yet. And I'm debating my execution of how the baby's going to be utilized in the future. Am I going to keep the baby? Am I going to experiment with the baby and then sell it? So, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because it was an amazing, amazing deal for this. Like, it was like phenomenal price, brand new. And I'm familiar with the artist's work, but, and it's not like, the most detailed, the most, she's skilled, don't get me wrong, but it's not like where you're going to find like the dry skin and the, markings and all this stuff. It's a little different, but it's not plain either. I just couldn't believe the price. So I went for it and I'm deciding Am I going to root it and resell? Am I going to keep? What am I going to do? So I'm not even discussing the fact of being reborn pregnant because I just may be fostering. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. It's all up in the air. The price was phenomenally wonderful and unbelievable. So my reborn prices tend to be, between $4,000 and I've paid nearly, almost $1,000, but I don't want to do that anymore because that causes debt for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get away from that. I want to do other things. I told Sandra, I want to stop buying reborns and I want to start working towards other things. Like I need to get to Washington. That's important. I need to get to Washington. And so I'm hunting for that. And when I was looking at Darlene's babies, Gyration, if you go check her out on YouTube, she's got cute babies, cute alternative babies. She's the one that recently bought a little bunka that I got and just did not bond with. And baby's beautiful. The woman is amazing. And so anyway, I seen her silicones and I was like, oh my God, I need it. And I literally did my research. I went to the artist, everything. And then I was like, no, Melissa, stop. And I was like, you have 2 silicone babies sitting in their respective drawers that you can be doing something with. But I'm not into aesthetic. I am, but I don't have the patience to set things up. I have my nursery and I struggle with keeping things organized and set a certain way. I have my diaper caddy, which is uncontrollable now. It was all for aesthetic. In my vision for my nursery, my vision was to utilize the bed for my videos. Put my Moses basket on there. Put my basket on there. Make it nice. Have you guys ever seen me on my bed with my Moses basket and my caddy and making the nicest aesthetic? No. It's not happened. In fact, the bed is a friggin' mess. You guys, oh my God, the bed is a friggin' disaster. It's a disaster. I don't know if you could see, but it's a mess. So I have intention, but sometimes the intention doesn't it doesn't come to fruition. And I do that a lot. And I think a lot of it is just my ADHD. I have all these ideas and I just don't execute them. I'm surprised that I even keep up with my series, you guys. That's how bad I am. I'm not the type of person that always follows through with endeavors. Obviously, I started painting babies and I got babies I've never finished. So leave it to me though. I start things and I don't finish them. My rooting for my Mikey, I have been rooting him for months. And finally I told myself, Melissa, finish it. So, it's better. I have thought about making a deal with an artist. I have thought about shipping all of my Genesis heat set paints to an artist, all my supplies, everything. And everything to an artist and being, listen, I'll send you all my supplies and cut me a deal on a custom. I have kits. It has to be one of the kits I own. I own the Liliana, the Daphne Awake. Liliana is way limited edition, open eyes. I even have the eyes. I have glass eyes for her. I have hair for these babies because I love rooted hair. So I have thought about, okay, Melissa, you're not making babies. You've made maybe less than 10. In reality, maybe I've made less than 8. I made a silicone that was a disaster. And that one I sold, actually. I was surprised. And then, but I had him for a while. He's my little Mateo. And then, so, I have all this Genesis Heat Set paint. I have brushes. I have makeup sponges. I have everything. So I am up for debate with, okay, I could send all this. I have the varnish, the Heat Set varnish Genesis from, I got a couple of those. And because first of all, my house is too small. The reality is, now I'm going to keep, like, rooting is nothing. Rooting's a few rooting needles, a bowl. I got some towels. I even root sitting on my bed with my blankets and put the head on the blankets and prop up on the bed. Rooting is simple. Anybody can do that. And I glue the hair in with some Mod Podge and call it a day. But, like, of course you want glass beads and you want your polyfill, because you're always, and the, what do you call it? The not cable ties, zip ties. Like, you're going to need that anyway for altering your babies. But I really thought about selling or doing some type of deal with an artist. So I really want, this is what I want. If you're an artist and you watch me, show me your work. Because I'm debating, because I don't have time to paint. I just don't. I would love to paint. I have half painted babies. I have a Blake Awake, open mouth, right? Half painted. I can't remember the other one. I want to say Stephen Awake, half painted. I have their eyes. I have their the Dosway body. I have all that. Because when I knew I wanted to paint, and if I bought the kit, I bought the materials to go with it, everything in completion. I'm not painting babies. I think the reality is I'm never going to finish painting these babies. So I was going to go ahead and ship what I could and make it, and if, to any artist who's willing to make a deal. I have tons, and I could show you pictures. So reach out to me, email me. If you are an artist and you're willing to cut a deal with me, I have a sold out limited edition Liliana sculpt that I would like rooted as well. And I have glass eyes for her. If you are interested, let me see your work and we'll make a deal. I give you my paints, my brushes, everything that encompasses like the painting. I would even send my New Wave oven if it didn't cost that much. It's a small New Wave oven. You're not going to be able to like cook a pickles in there, or Joseph, Big Joseph. And that was the Joseph, right? Because I think I'm going to have to say goodbye to the painting. I'm enjoying the hobby for the dolls, for the aesthetic. I just don't have time to paint. Rooting is simple. I can sit on the couch and do that whenever. I hate rooting, but I like my dolls to be rooted, and I don't want to pay $300, to have it rooted. So yeah, if you're an artist and you're watching and you want to cut me a deal with a baby, I'll show you what I have. I'll send it to you, and I'll send you the kit that I want painted. And I'll send you, if you want, my half painted babies. Like, I don't think I'm going to finish them. I'll be honest. I just don't have time. I'm outside the home, for half the day, 11 hours, 10 hours. It's just not possible for me to paint and work full time and enjoy my babies and root and then enjoy my other activities. Like, I love reading. I love writing. I love coloring. So yeah, if you're an artist and you're interested, I have Genesis Heat Set paints. They've been discontinued, and I have tons. They're the smaller ones. But I have almost all the colors, 2 of the matte varnishes, and I'm willing to do an exchange and make a deal because I do want my Liliana painted. It is sold out limited edition. So, and you guys know my style of babies. I'll give you my rooted hair to root her hair. Use it, keep the rest. I don't care. But I like dark. I have the dark glass eyes. And I like more olive skin. I'm more towards the olive tone. And other than that, it would be a loose custom. Just meeting my skin, my eyes, my hair. And, I don't mind scratches or a little bit of red on the face. I don't like a lot of rashy. I like peeling skin on the feet, but I'm willing to make a deal because that stuff's expensive. Get with me as far as that. Email me. But I'm like excited. Like, I woke up in a good mood. I made bacon. I made eggs. What did I do? Bacon, eggs. I made something else. I made coffee. I made eggs. I talked to Sandra. I looked up prices for Washington. You know, I need to get out there. We're making arrangements. And then I was like, I got to get on my video. I got to get on my YouTube, with my YouTube folks. And so if anybody has any advice, I am not a seamstress. I can do normal sewing. Darlene had made these outfits that come up between their legs. And like, so, you know, it was easy to put on the babies. So my babies basically, I know this is like triggering, but it's like they're in a morgue all the time. So, I need ideas. What do I do with these babies? And I love them. They're so cute, but I don't have like a setup for them. Like I could take stuff off here and like do like a little miniature baby nursery, but I'm not creative with that type of stuff. I know she had like, it looked like these like clear paper dividers, and she had like laid a blanket in it or something for her babies. I didn't even name these, you guys. They don't even have names, and they're just sitting here, but I love them. And then they're so like squishy. I don't really care for his head, but because his head's weird, but he's squishy. So they got some hair on it because I've never like washed them and like powdered them, but I like them. I like them, but I forget I even have them. That's the thing. When you have so many hobbies and so many obligations, you forget what you have. And that's my thing. So, you guys, it's Monday. I got to work tonight. And I don't know. I just feel like it's been a very positive morning for me. I've been up since 3 a.m. I've watched documentaries on Victorian workhouses and life under the stairs, basically. How one family treated their servants versus another in the turn of the century. And how one family, their family like fell in love with their servants. Like, and that was unheard of. Like they literally had relationships with their servants. And by like 1920, they were, you know, by that time, that type of lifestyle kind of disintegrated, you know, and people actually stopped having a lot of servants, but in that capacity, the way they used to do. But by then, like, they had married, some of the family had married some of their servants, and it was really weird. It was like, you know, you don't hear stories like that. But then we're talking about another family, and they were like typical, like cracking like the whip, but not literally, you know, maybe so. I don't know. No, probably not. But like, they were like, and they basically, when the family would go out in the garden, they would disappear because they wanted the family to, that was the family spot, and the servants were not allowed around unless they were needed. You know, so that's what I did at 3 a.m. And then I was like, let me get up, let me get life started, you know? And so, yeah, I was like, I want to do a video. I want to say hi to my people. I want to get on here. I have a video planned for tonight at 6, but I might move it. I did a couple videos yesterday. And so I'm going to move those videos over and recalculate how I want to do this. So, but I want to get on here and just, you know, say hey. And I'm just feeling really good, which is a good thing. And I know I've been up since 3, so I'll probably fall asleep a lot sooner. But I think the coffee played a role. The coffee and coming in my nursery and seeing my little bunkaboos. And so, yeah. All right, you guys. I want to thank you guys for just coming on here and just being happy and give me ideas about my little infants, what I can do for them. Darlene, do you have any ideas if you're watching? Because they've been sitting in there. They have been sitting in there. And I want to do something with them. If you're an artist interested in my paints for a custom exchange, swap, whatever, let me know. I'll ship you all them paints and stuff. And we could discuss. Because I do have the Liliana that I want painted. So she's got eyes and hair, you know. And so I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Till next time. Bye.